The actual experience was absolutely horrific, and I just recall hearing a bang. Andrea recalls a little bit more, hearing like a big scraping noise. We weren't quite sure what was going on at that time. Plates started flying in the dining room, and we were sitting on the bottom level of a 2-level dining room. And then what had happened was the lights went out very briefly, came back on, emergency generators probably kicked in. We sort of sat for a while, but then there was another like jolt and the plates started flying again, and we just sort of ducked under the tier to watch plates coming down on us all the time. Well, at that time the people were just running around on the decks and screaming, and where's the obviously the children's names, where the children, where's this, where's that, what do we do, what must we do, where must we go. The crew were running around, they didn't even know what to do. Some of the crew was said to try and move the people all to the one side of the ship, and the other one said no, you can't do that because you've got to stay where they are and you've got to wait for the announcements.
People were stampeding and bodies were flying and crashing into walls, and doors flying off hinges, and glass flying from the upper levels, and bodies sliding down.
And then eventually we're standing there and the ship started listing very, very badly, so they said to please move to the lower side of the ship because they couldn't lower any boats, or what was left to lower, there weren't some left. So we went down to the bottom and we stood there right at the gate. They managed with great struggle to get a drum open, which had these self-inflatable life rafts, and they got it inflated, but unfortunately with the listing of the ship was well over 50-degree angle at that point, it got stuck under the beams, and they were trying to get it out and they threw rope out to a raft running around. They couldn't, and I was just looking down and seeing the water coming up, and it got to, we were on the 4th deck at that stage, lifeboats were on 3 and 4, we were asked to go to 4th deck, and I just saw water starting to cover my shoes, and I just looked at Andrea and I said, this is it, we're going to swim or we're going to die. Sink or swim, and we just jumped into the water.
We're just so grateful to.
What happened?
We never thought we'd be able to say today's the first day of the rest of our lives, and from the bottom of our hearts I'm just so grateful to be able to say that. Thank God.